Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Sub back into the video today, and today I'm going to be talking about why Cam Whitmore, the 20th overall pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, was the steal of the 2023 NBA Draft. The Houston Rockets drafted Cam Whitmore, 20th overall, someone they considered drafting at number 4. At number 4, the Houston Rockets drafted point guard / shooting guard who can also play small forward, Amen Thompson. And great addition. Amen Thompson's going to be great. But the thing is that the Rockets thought about drafting Cam Whitmore from Villanova instead. Cam Whitmore was a guy that was projected to go in the top 5. If not in the top 5, either 4 or 5, in the area of 6 to 8 or 9. Cam Whitmore was expected to go in the top 10 for sure. But some stuff happened on draft day. Word passed around. Cam Whitmore somehow fell to the team that thought about drafting him at 4 at pick 20. At pick 20, the Houston Rockets drafted Cam Whitmore, who they thought about drafting at number 4 overall. And that, just saying it makes me just feel that's crazy. And the Houston Rockets got a steal because he was amazing in the summer league. Unbelievable. He's a good offensive player. He's a good defensive player. Here were his stats in the summer league. And not only that, he won summer league MVP, averaging 20 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game, 2 assists per game, and nearly 4 steals per game. That is ridiculous. And his three-point shooting was amazing in the summer league. Averaged 2 made 3-pointers a game. It doesn't show his 3-point percentage. I don't know why, but it was probably most likely over 35%, probably in the area of 36 to 39% 3-point shooting from Cam Whitmore in the summer league. He was the summer league MVP. He was the best player in the summer league by far, in my opinion, and he is going to be a steal. It might be hard for him to find some minutes with his forward talent off the bench for the Houston, starting and off the bench in his first year, but if he plays well, he will get more minutes, and I do believe he will play well. I mean, when I say why I think it might be hard for him to get some minutes, look at the talent at this forward position this season for the Rockets. Jabari Smith Jr. and Dillon Brooks, you have those two guys starting right there. That's pretty talented. Then off the bench, you have Tari Eason, which when I say these guys, when I talk about these guys, I'm not saying these guys are all better than Cam Whitmore. As of right now, I think Cam Whitmore could probably be better than all these guys. If we're talking about after all these guys are careers said and done, I think the only guy that really has a chance to be better, has a chance to have a better career than Cam Whitmore does, is Jabari Smith Jr. But as of right now, with him being a rookie, I think it makes it a little bit harder. But Jabari Smith Jr. and Dillon Brooks are starting. Then after that, some of the talent off the bench at the forward position, Tari Eason, which I think if Cam and Tari both play quite a bit, they're going to be a great forward duo off the bench. Tari Eason, Jayshawn Tate, I think Udoka is going to want to get him involved a little bit. And then not only do you got Tate, but Jeff Green just got signed by this team. He's back. I know that the Rockets are going to want to utilize him as a little more, a vet or an extra coach, a coach player. I think that's what he's going to be to this team. But he can still hoop. Jeff Green's still a baller. And I think, the Rockets might expand Jeff Green to the 5 this year a little bit. Jack Landale's also, obviously Jack Landale's the backup center. But I wouldn't be surprised, I'm telling you guys this right now, wouldn't be surprised if you see Jeff Green play a little bit of stretch 5 this year. He's tall. He definitely has the capability to play that center position. And if Jack Landale's ever hurt, or the Rockets want to put Jeff Green in the game, but they also need to play their other forwards and don't really want to use Jeff Green at that small forward or power forward position, I'll tell you guys this right now, you might see Jeff Green play the center position at the stretch 5 quite often next season. But Cam Whitmore's a stud. Good defensive player. You see that with the steals and the blocks that he had in the summer league. Great offensive player, good scorer, good rebounder, good 3-point shooter. I mean, his assists aren't great, but he's not much of he's a passer. It's not like he's a ball hog. He's just not much of the assisting player. And he's a great 3-point shooter, like I've already said. And I think he's going to shock a lot of people in the draft. I think a lot of the teams that pass on him in the top 20 are going to regret it. I think the only teams that you will find that don't regret drafting him are going to be the Spurs, because they drafted Victor Wembanyama. The number 2 overall, I don't think the Blazers are going to regret it. Scoot Henderson's going to be amazing. Honestly, I know people think Brandon Miller's going to be a bust, but I don't think the Hornets are going to regret it. At 4, the Rockets aren't going to regret it because they got him. They got him either. The Rockets, if they regret it, that's terrible, because the Rockets got Amen Thompson and Cam Whitmore, so they don't have to regret it. But I think those are the only teams that might regret drafting Cam Whitmore. We're talking about 3 to 5 years later. Looking in the future, 3 to 5 years. In 3 to 5 years, I believe when you do redrafts from the 2023 draft class, that you'll see Cam Whitmore in the top 4 in the redrafts. I think you'll see Victor Wembanyama, Brandon Miller, and Scoot Henderson in that list. But I think also 2 guys that will also be on that list in that top 5, in a top 5 redraft. Just predicting top 5 redraft. I don't have an actual order, but I think in 3 to 5 years, if you do a redraft from this draft class, I think the 5 guys that are in that redraft are Victor Wembanyama, Brandon Miller, Scoot Henderson, Amen Thompson, and Cam Whitmore. But I think he's going to be a stud. He's going to be the steal of the draft for sure. I mean, it's not like he's the best player in this draft. He's not, because I believe that guys like Scoot Henderson, Victor Wembanyama, and maybe even Brandon Miller, I don't know about Amen Thompson, and maybe even another player in this draft are better than him. But it's just the fact that he was drafted 20th overall with the skill talent he has, that he was drafted pick 20. So I think he will be the steal of the draft. I can't wait to see what he does. I'm going to the first preseason game against the Indiana Pacers on October 10th. I cannot wait for that. I believe that is 17 or 18 days away. So I'm counting down the days, not only for when that first preseason game for the Rockets happens, but for when training camp starts. We are 10 days away from training camp for the Houston Rockets. I am so excited. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on Cam Whitmore, and peace out and go Rockets.